Good evening, good evening, good evening. Sorry for the little delay there, but this is week 139, everybody. This is the Fresh Cut with K Rich, week 139. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys tune in. Just a heads up, I did have two guests planned for tonight, but unfortunately, they won't be able to join tonight. However, one of my guests, who's a big Miami Hurricane fan, I'll try to do something maybe tomorrow. Closer that we get to the game, get his take on the game. I still got a Gator fan I want to interview. Those guys are still willing to discuss what we have ahead of us for this weekend. So yeah, man. So college football is back, guys. It's here. It's back. I'm excited. Things get going right out the gate, guys. This Saturday, it's here. Mark your calendars. 7 o'clock. Orlando, Florida. We got Florida, Miami, guys. Florida, Miami. They hardly play each other. I just read a report that they have agreed to a little series in 2024 and 2025. So how about that? So a couple of years, but you see how they do that? The series don't start to another 5 years from now. I don't know why. It's always like every five. But anyways, 2024, 2025, those 2 seasons, we can see these two line up on the field again. So before we get to that game, the AP poll was just released. Now, this is the preseason rankings. You remember the AP poll is only relevant until you get late in the year, and then they start releasing the college football playoff rankings, and those are the rankings that matter. But here's your AP poll, newly released, fresh off the press. Number 1, of course, Dabo Swinney and the boys, Clemson. 2, Bama. Mom, your Bulldogs are sitting right there at 3. They got them at 3. Right behind Georgia, you got Oklahoma at 4, Ohio State 5, LSU 6, Michigan 7. This hasn't changed since the last time I told you. This is just preseason. Michigan at 7, and the Gators are right there at 8. So not only is Miami, Florida a big game, not only is it a Florida rivalry, or it should be, you got unranked Miami coming in there against number 8 Florida. So like I said before, this is going to be big. It's going to be a good game. Like I said, it will not be a blowout. So I know Kenny is going to be a little bit disappointed with my updated prediction. But as far as who I say is going to win the game, that stayed the same. But the differential in the points, the point differential for me has got a little bit tighter. What do I mean by that? I'm saying that this will be closer than I said it was before. I still got Miami winning the game, and I think that Miami's going to win by a field goal. I think they're going to win by 3. I don't see a blowout. I don't see Florida coming in there blowing out Miami. I don't see Miami coming in there blowing out Florida. Boys got to get the butterflies out, and by third quarter, we'll see what's going on. But I think this is going to be a good game. Like I said, I think I got Miami Hurricanes 24, Florida 21. That's my prediction right there. I think it's going to be 24-21, close game, defensive game. But yeah, you got Manny Diaz trying to bring the swag back to Miami, the turnover chain. You got them boys coming back with something to prove, and then you got Florida coming out. They're sitting here under Dan Mullen like, hey, we got a point to prove. We got to come out here and smack these guys around, show them it's all about who's the best in the state. Now remember, all right, Miami beat Florida 21-16 in 2013. That was 6 years ago. Gators came up with a 26-3 win in 2008. So now you go another 5 years back. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Before that, the two hadn't played each other since the 2004 Peach Bowl. Okay, Miami won that game, but I believe they said Miami leads the series. But like I said before, it should be a very good game. Hey, Steve, I know you're watching, Mr. Bell. I know you're a Florida guy. Here's why they're saying that the Gators got a good chance to win this game. The offense. They're saying that the offensive line is probably going to be pretty decent. If they can control the clock, control the line, control the ground game, the Gators can get it done. But like I said, I know you just tuned in, Steven. I know you're going to be very disappointed in what I'm about to say. But I say Miami wins by 3. I don't know, Steve. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a great game. I will be watching you boys closely. I got my eyes on both teams. We got to play you guys every year. It should be a fun game. Been a lot of trash talk going back and forth. This is officially Miami UF hate week. Between those two, it's here. Steve Bell says we're going undefeated. So, Steve, you think you guys are going to beat Georgia? You think you guys can take out Alabama? Those type of teams. We'll see. We'll see. But like I said, man, you know, this is going to be a great game right off the bat. These guys are saying Florida's going to win 26-16. Florida is ranked number 8. You know, I got to give them credit there. But it's just AP poll, just preseason poll. You know, things could change in a heartbeat. Miami wins this game. I hate to say it, Steve, but Florida might drop out of the top 15 if Miami can pull this off. But yeah, like I said, I definitely got a Miami guy. I'm got a lot to say for you guys probably tomorrow. But yeah, man, this is gonna be great. What a better way to renew this rivalry in front of a national television audience. Only game, well, you got Hawaii playing somebody, but we won't be watching that one. But Florida Miami is going to be the one game that we're all going to be tuned into. You got all day Saturday. You can watch game day. You're going to be at Disneyland. So it should be a great game. Sean Hickey has tuned in. Hey, Sean, we got a Gator fan on here. He says that he just told me Florida's going undefeated. You believe that? But like I said, man, I'm sticking to my prediction. I think that Miami wins by 3 in a close one. I think it's going to come down on, they're going to try to have the ball last. They're going to try to drive down there, get in field goal range. Florida gets the ball, and they're going to run out of time. That's just what I think. But we shall see. We shall see. So, yeah, give me your predictions, guys. I know we got a couple of Florida State fans in here. We're kind of neutral. We're just all watching it, reading some really positive things, out of Florida State. They're saying, I can't give away all the secrets because we got a couple of Gators in here listening, so can't really give out all of our secrets that I've been reading up on about what we're working on, what we're focused on. So like I said before, I expect a big year, expect a bounce back year for us. We shall see. I heard some of the best news today, though, coming from Coach Willie Taggart, by the way. Some of the best news I've heard in quite some time when it comes to Florida State football, outside of the good recruits that we got. It's official. If you haven't heard, Willie Taggart has announced that, okay? He has announced that they are getting rid of the turnover backpack. It's no longer going to be seen on the field. It's gone. It's a thing of the past. So I said, thank you, Willie. That's a step in the right direction. What is that? That tells me them boys, they're going to be focused this year. They're not focused on trying to copycat what Miami does every time they get a turnover. It was a terrible idea, but the book bag, it's gone. I was so great, so elated to read that today, that report coming out of Tallahassee from Willie Taggart himself. Book bag is gone. All right, Steve said, head to dinner. Jump back in if I can. All right, Steve. If not, I'm going to post it. You can share it, like it. You can watch the rest of it. But hey, we're going to be talking about this Florida-Miami game all week. It's already a lot of build-up. Come Thursday, I know you boys going to start getting nervous. Like I said, on the neutral field, Orlando. Okay, my wife says she's going for Miami. Okay. My mom says I'm cheering for Miami. I can't cheer for them Gators. Yeah, I mean, it's very tough, even when you got those two on the field, because deep down inside, we don't like neither one of them deep down inside. But if you had to, you don't want to see Florida go in there and blow them out, win by 40. That'll just boost their confidence even more. And then they'll start saying they're a top 5 team. We don't want to see that. So it would be funny to see Miami go in there and win this one, kick Florida out of the top 15. Miami's not ranked. We're not ranked. UCF is ranked. But we'll see. Okay, Joshua Simpson says Miami will win. All right. But while we're sticking around in college football, switching gears just a tad bit, some sad news coming out of the college football arena. Former Texas running back, a legend, guys. I mean, this man was a legend. He was a legend for the Longhorns. He passed away at the age of 36. I know you guys heard about it. This news broke a couple of days ago. He passed away following a motorcycle accident. One of the baddest to ever play running back at Texas outside of Ricky Williams. This guy had 4,000-yard rushing seasons. I know you guys remember played for Cincinnati a little bit, played for the Bears a little bit. It's crazy, guys. Okay, he had close to 6,000 rushing yards, 64 touchdowns. He had 25 100 rushing yard games, racked up over 49 games, and he I think he tied a school record, 1,112 rushing attempts. That's Cedric Benson. I know you guys remember him, a legend. So yeah, you know, prayers go out to him. Prayers go out to his family. Coach Mack Brown had a lot to say. A lot of guys that played with him. But like I said before, I remember Cedric Benson. I remember because I've been watching college football for a very long time. And I remember saying no one can stop this man. He was one of the baddest running backs I've seen, you know, come through the University of Texas. All right, so let's see some of these comments here. Yeah, Miami, well, maybe some Canes fans will actually show up to support their team. Well, Wendy, I don't know. I think it's going to be half and half. Orlando playing in the state of Florida. I think that you're definitely going to see a lot of Miami fans. I think you're definitely going to see a lot of Florida fans. I think it's going to be split right down the middle. Should be an interesting tailgate for sure. Got a lot of friends that's going to be out there. A lot of people going to be out there reporting, everything like that. All right. Hold on, baby. We're going to get to that. She said, what's the HBCU schedule? Well, I can tell you right off the bat, next week, Thursday, FAMU is going up against UCF. Now, I know that's not a game you want to focus on, but I'm going to pull that up in just a bit. But, you know, I had to get past that Florida-Miami. You know, it's a lot that we can go on and on and on about that one. So FAMU, UCF, maybe those guys. I mean, like I said, you know, they always start off with that's Rex, by the way. He's just saying hello. But yeah, I got that right here for you, right here. Like I said, we're on AP poll. We got that coming up. Next Thursday is when we actually got our first Thursday night schedule of college football. We got Clemson, Georgia Tech at 8. Florida, FAMU, and UCF coming on. This is next week, Thursday. By the way, while I'm pulling this up, Comcast has still not agreed to a contract. Still have not worked out. Have not negotiated with ACC Network. So right now, Comcast still hasn't given it a go. And I've been reporting on this for quite some time. I think it's a channel that they must add to the lineup. I don't see how Hulu and YouTube TV can have ACC Network, but not Comcast. That doesn't make any sense to me. Makes not even Cox has it. Cox Cable, those of you in Marion County, Central Florida, Ocala, Orlando, Cox doesn't have it either. Not yet. But I mean, I don't know. You know, those games, you know, if they don't resolve that soon, those games that I want to see that comes on now, I'll find a way. I'll find a way to watch it online. You know, but I'd just rather be able to watch it right here, in the comfort of my living room. You know, just be able to click. There it is. I believe it said PlayStation. What's that network, Sean? PlayStation View has it. That's $50 a month. We got stuff like that. Hulu. There's a couple other providers have it, but this is a new network that's kicking off. Okay, on Thursday they're going to show about 40 college football games. Going to show, NFL. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great network. ACC network, new channel. So hopefully by next week we'll hear some good news from Comcast, as well as Cox Cable and the other big providers that haven't added it just yet. All right, I'm trying to pull up this schedule so you can see. I mean, because you really want to know. Like I said, FAMU goes up against UCF in their first game. I know you're not too concerned about some of the other teams like Bethune-Cookman. You're not really concerned about those guys, right? Shouldn't really be concerned about those guys until, mid-November, late November? But yeah, so what's up, Brandon? Brandon Farmer tuned in. Brandon Farmer, thank you for tuning in to the Fresh Cut here. Okay, here we go. That's the top 25. Now, next week's show, I'm definitely going to do a little bit more of a thorough preview of the first week in college football. Some of the matchups for those of you, just in case you forget. Okay, now FAMU UCF is at 7:30. That's on Thursday the 29th. Let's see who else we got. This is for you, babe. It's for you. You want to see week 1. Now, I'm just going to reveal week 1 to you. We're going to start out with the MEAC. Morgan State, Bowling Green. Okay, Delaware State. Let's see who your rivals play right off the bat. Howard playing against Maryland. Howard playing against Maryland. That's Saturday the 31st. South Carolina State and Wofford. North Carolina A&T. Remember them boys? They're going up against Elon. Bethune-Cookman plays against Jackson State on a Sunday. Sunday, September 1st in Atlanta, Georgia. Jackson State, Bethune. So that's some of your games week 1. Nothing too crazy week 1 there. Let me see who else we got here. See who else we got. Alabama State, UAB, that's on Thursday. Prairie View, Texas Southern. Mississippi Valley State, Tennessee State. I know you know about Tennessee State. TCU playing against Arkansas Pine Bluff, Grambling, Louisiana Monroe, and that's about it. Oh, we got another game on Sunday at 3:30. Morehouse and Alabama A&M. Okay. But first game, Bethune and Jackson State, that's coming on ESPN2. That's on Sunday. So there's just a little brief preview of week 1. All right, a couple people have tuned in here. But yeah, thank you everybody tuning in. If those of you just joining us, you obviously know we got a big game coming up on Saturday, Florida-Miami. I've already given my prediction. Said Miami's going to win by 3. They're going to knock Florida out of the top 15. It'll be a beautiful thing. But like I said, I don't know, man. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to take them boys first 2 quarters to get the butterflies out. I think by second quarter, things will really start getting interesting. Okay, so switching gears just a little bit now. Some sad news to me, may not be to some of you guys, because those of you that are not Laker fans, you really don't care what I'm about to tell you. Okay, since I last saw you, DeMarcus Cousins. Remember him? We got DeMarcus Cousins. Remember he's sat out more than half of last year due to injury. He hurt his Achilles, and he like I said before, he's just very injury prone. I said he didn't really get to develop and grow. He apparently bumped knees. I saw the video. Didn't look like he hit anybody, and he has torn his ACL. ACL tear has been confirmed for DeMarcus Cousins. What does that mean? He's probably going to be out for a while. Probably won't play this year. Unfortunately, he suffered that knee injury. Like I said, it's you hate to see it for the guy. A lot of people are saying, what does he do now? Does he retire? He's now considered a ring chaser. He's signing these 1-year contracts now. I mean, it would have been fun to see him out there with LeBron, Anthony Davis, reuniting with Rondo and those guys. It would have been fun. Now the Lakers are in a predicament. A little bit. Do I think we could have used DeMarcus Cousins? Of course we can. He's a big man. When he's healthy, Scott can average 28 points, 28-14 when he's healthy. But it's unfortunate. He's out. Torn ACL for DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, man, he just can't catch a break. He gets these injuries and he's out for the whole year. Like I said, I don't know. But they're now saying, that the Lakers are possibly in talks with who? Dwight Howard. You remember that, man? They're saying that Dwight Howard could possibly make his return to LA, possibly make a comeback. We've already given Dwight Howard a chance. I'm not too sold on Dwight Howard, but I mean, at this point, they don't have too much of a choice. They're saying that they're in talks with him, Joakim Noah, possibly maybe Maurice Spates, guys like that. And if I had to choose out of the 3, Joakim plays good defense. I'm not too confident in Joakim either. But Dwight Howard, do we give him a chance? Can he still go in there and make an impact? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, they're saying that the Lakers are in talks with Dwight Howard. They've been given permission to speak to him. Okay. Now this is the thing. You remember his first, his little couple of his run with the Lakers before was disappointment. He clashed with Kobe. Didn't really live up to the hype. So we'll see what happens. They get Dwight. I don't know. Could this be what he needs? Could this be? You guys think Dwight Howard, if he does come back to Lakers, is he going to be successful? Will he be productive? We shall see. So the Lakers got a decision to make because they can't use DeMarcus Cousins. So we'll see what happens there. We'll pay close attention to that story. As of today, they said he's been. They said the Lakers have been talking to him. So we'll see. What's up, Tori? What's going on, Mr. Armstrong? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Fresh Cut. Once again, Like I said, we got footballs right here. I know those of you haven't really been watching preseason. It's just preseason. So we don't really get to see a lot of the guys. But sticking around in the NFL, we do got some news out of the NFL. You remember Josh Gordon? Remember he was basically suspended indefinitely, or technically, I guess, kicked out of the league, you could say, due to his substance abuse issues. Well, he's been reinstated conditionally by the NFL. That means that I guess he's back in workouts with Patriots. He can attend meetings, individual workouts, stuff like that. So, I mean, we'll see. Good luck to Josh Gordon. But, I mean, hey, the Patriots are willing to stick with him. They're giving him another shot, potentially. Another receiver for that man Tom Brady. Just another threat that he can add if he's going to be back. But you remember they suspended him back in December indefinitely. But they're saying that he's been reinstated conditionally. So Josh Gordon, guys getting ready for fantasy football, better watch out. Because Josh Gordon, it's a good chance that he's back. Got Tom Brady. Now Brady, I know they don't have Gronk anymore, but he still got some receivers out there that, you can never count the Patriots out. But Josh Gordon, good chance we see him back on the field. More news out of the NFL. I'm tired of talking about this guy, but we got to bring it up because every week there's something else with the guy. I'm talking about Antonio Brown, okay? Basically, the general manager is now, he's fed up. Antonio Brown, okay, he was there. I think they had a game on Saturday. He was there. He was on the sideline. Then he doesn't show up to practice Sunday. Still complaining about this whole helmet issue. Guys, there's over 2,000 players in the league. He's the only one complaining about this helmet. They've given him 35, 36 other options that are safety approved by the league, and he refused to choose out of those. So now, this just came out. Now, this was, 2 days ago. GM Mike Mayock, he said he's either all in or all out. He said he wasn't. This is the day that he didn't show up to practice. Yeah, here's the bottom line. He's still upset about the helmet issue. We've supported that. We appreciate it. But at this point, we've pretty much exhausted all avenues of relief. That's what he said. So basically, it's time for him to be all in or all out. We're hoping he's back soon. Now, the reports that I read from the day is he's back at practice. He was out there. John Gruden said he's all in. He's wearing the approved helmet. That's what they're saying now. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, John Gruden could say a lot of things because over this past weekend, I saw that he's filed a new grievance against the NFL about the same thing. That means that, remember he filed a grievance about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, complaining that he wanted to wear his old helmet, the same helmet he wore in Pittsburgh, and he lost. He lost that. NFL said, nope, we're not adhering to your demands, and he lost. So now apparently he's filed a new grievance, but as of today, Gruden said he's back in practice. So I don't know. I don't trust the guy. They're not going to cut him. It's a lot of money that's on the table there. I mean, you're talking about this guy, they gave up a lot of picks to get this guy. So regardless, they got to deal with him. Like I said, if I was a GM, I'd probably want to cut him too. But deep down, they know they can't. But we'll see what happens. It's only a matter of time. Hope it doesn't happen. But going forward, we'll see. Does he complain about something else in the future? Will we hear any other thing off the field issues about this guy going forward? We shall see. But as of today, he's back at practice. He's back out there. Okay, just got my confirmation from my guest that he's definitely down. We'll bring him on tomorrow. We'll get his take on the game. One of the biggest Miami Hurricane fans that I know. We talk a lot of trash every year. Around this time, this is when things really get fun. This is when you find out who the true fans are. Who are the people that. I mean, we do got a lot of dedicated fans, but I'm not gonna call anybody out. But I do know a couple of people out there that tend to root for whatever team wins. We call them ship jumpers. They're not consistent. They don't stick with their team when they're going through the bad. You got to be with them for the good and the bad. Right, Darnell Charles, man, me and him, we were there, Darnell. We were at Florida State between 2006, 2010. So we were there during them tough years, even when we had Bobby Bowden, and even when we were confident. We said, look, this is gonna be a great year. We turned out being 6-6. We've been there. So, like I said, but hey, that's in the past now. That's in the past, man. Like I said, I think we're gonna have a great year. And I think this is going to be a bounce back. And like I said, regardless of what Florida, regardless of what Miami says, it's about them this weekend. So they can leave us out of the conversation. You boys just focus on yourselves. Get your morale built because we're coming for you this year. Some other news that I'm like, man, you hate to see this. Injuries, man. Injuries. Former Florida State Seminole, Derwin James, his rookie year All-Pro safety, suffered a significant foot injury on Thursday, okay? He's been ruled out indefinitely. This is a large blow for not only the Los Angeles Chargers, but, man, I hate to see Derwin get hurt like that. Basically, he has a stress fracture in his foot. He's got, like, he had, like, a pin or something put in it. Long time ago, the pin got bent, so they're saying he's going to be out for a while, at least 3 to 4 months, guys. If we see Derwin James at all this year, might not see him until late playoff time, if that. They might hold him out because it's too much of a risk to put him back out there. But yeah, man, he was an all-pro safety, man. Derwin James played in all 16 games last season, okay? 105 tackles, 3.5 sacks a game, 3 interceptions. And, he had 3.5 sacks overall, 3 interceptions, and 13 pass breakups. But yeah, so they're expecting a lot from this year. Guys, if you're a Los Angeles Chargers fan, Chargers are in trouble. Big trouble. All right? Derwin James is out for a while. We still haven't heard from Melvin Gordon. He's still holding out over this contract mess. Keenan Allen was beat up last week. Banged up, shall I say. Banged up ankle. He didn't, he's been a little so-so. So, I don't know, man. But, maybe they'll be okay. Maybe Melvin Gordon signs maybe they agree to a contract. He comes back right before week 1. Don't know. Like I said, man, that's a big blow to the Chargers. Now they can't use Derwin. So he's going to be out for a significant amount of time, guys. Now, he was one of the NFL's best safeties after 1 year, guys. That tells you a lot. So he's only going to get better. So all we can do is hope for a speedy recovery for the guy. And we see Derwin, like I said, it'll be late playoffs. Late playoffs. All right, hey, what's going on? Montre Pollock back tuned in to the Fresh Cut. Consistent viewer, my friends. Week in and week out. Consistent viewer. So like I mentioned before, John Gruden said that Antonio Brown is practicing with a certified helmet. He's all in. That's what he said today. So he's a great player. So Gruden's right there sticking behind his guy, of course. All right, so let's see here. Like I said, I'm going to do more of a thorough week 1 preview. Actually, okay, let's go back over some of the preseason stuff. Then, like I said, next week we'll do a little bit more thorough preview of week 1 of college football. Like I said, is here. Let me know what games you guys are looking forward to week 1. Florida State, Boise State, prime time at 7 o'clock on the 31st. You got ACC Network. Tune in to Clemson, Georgia Tech on the next week, Thursday the 29th at 8 o'clock. If you don't, then you got to be like me. We'll find a stream. We will find a stream online because I do want to watch that. Unless Comcast can make up their mind in the next week or so. I might have to watch that one online, my friends. So yeah, man, very excited. This, like I said, man, this is one of the best times of the year. Right here. One of the best times of the year. Like I mentioned, we do got a little scheduling conflict on week 1. Saturday the 31st, Florida State plays at 7. Sorry, Mom, but Georgia comes on at 7:30. So those games are going to run into each other, is basically what I'm trying to tell you. So we got to have 2 screens right off the bat. Should be fun. It's a good chance I'll be on Ocala. That's Labor Day weekend. So we kick things off that Saturday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. We got more NFL preseason for you guys. Thursday, Giants, Bengals, Redskins, Falcons, okay, Panthers, Patriots. Let's see which ones are coming on TV. Looks like, okay, Jags and Dolphins, that's coming on at Fox. Packers, Raiders, then we got some games. Ooh, Browns and Bucks on Friday. That's coming on NFL Network. You don't want to miss that one. Baker and Jameis, we get to see those two go at it early. Bills, Lions. Couple games on Sunday. Broncos and the Rams. Let's see. Like I said, if you don't got NFL Network, a lot of these games you can't watch. Cardinals, Vikings, that's on Sunday. Oh, Steelers, Titans, that's coming on NBC. Then the Chargers, those guys got another game as well. Okay, my dad said that's why we bought more than one TV. That's true. If you know, you got to have the right hookups, have the right connection. There's nothing. It's easy to have a couple of screens inside your own home. It's very easy to do. Just ask me. During March Madness, I have 4 screens. I have one TV here, computer screen here, phone here, and another computer screen over there. And I'm still able to keep up with what's going on all 4 screens. It's not that difficult. Okay, so let me go back here. What's up, Malcolm? Malcolm, Malcolm, he actually was, before I actually read the article, he broke the news. He was the one, he was the source that brought the news to me about us getting rid of the turnover backpack. He said something about it. Boy, I just had a big smile on my face because I was like, let's just forget that existed, Malcolm. Let's put it that way. I know that's very hard to say. Florida, Miami fans, will never forget it, but I forgot about it. That's old news now. That book bag is old news to me now. Like I said, Florida, Miami have announced the series for 2024, 2025, finally. But I mean, that we got to wait another 3-4 years. And yeah. So like I said, as far as our predictions, who you got winning the ACC? Who's going to win the SEC this year? Who comes out of the Big 12 conference? Do you think that Bama could get upset early? I've actually heard some theories from my boy Sean. He's got a couple of hot takes. His hot take is that Clemson will lose early on in the year. That's what he's saying. He says somebody might get him. Could be Texas A&M and Jimbo Fisher. We'll have to see. That would be interesting, man. If somebody knocked Clemson off, man, woo, things are really going to get shaken up. All right, Brandon said the backpack was a joke. It really was a joke. I mean, I really don't, to this day, I'm not sure who came up with that idea. I'm not sure who was the wise guy to say, hey, Miami has this, let's do this. I'm not sure who that was, but it was terrible. All right, some other games from week 1. Okay, like I said, Jimbo's got a cupcake game. Texas A&M against Texas State. He'll win by 50. Wisconsin at South Florida. That might be a good one. Florida Atlantic at Ohio State. Duke at Alabama. You remember that? Remember what I said a week ago? Duke gonna come in there like, yeah. But Bama gonna come around in there after the first quarter. You'll be changing the channel in that one. I'm sorry, guys. This isn't a basketball game. This is Duke football. Hey, but I mean, they've gotten better. Duke's got, they used to be, to me, they're still a joke, but they used to be more of a joke years ago. But that game's coming on ABC at 3:30 in Alabama. Like I mentioned before, Georgia's got a game on the road. Georgia goes on the road at 7:30 on Saturday 31st. Georgia at Vandy. So they get a road test early. So we got to make sure we tune into that. Georgia Southern at LSU. Oh, man. And then we got another good one at 7:30 as well. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You got to have at least 3 screens. Oregon and Auburn at 7:30 on ABC. That could be a good one. I know that's an 11-16 matchup, but I'm just telling you, Oregon-Auburn is going to be a classic. Houston and Oklahoma. Okay, cool. We get to see the Sooners play on Sunday, September 1st. You got Oklahoma and Houston at 7:30. That's going to conflict with one of my drafts. I got a fantasy draft at 8, so soon as that draft is over, I'll tune back into that one. And then we got Notre Dame, Louisville on Labor Day night. So, guys, football's here. Hold on, Brandon, aren't you a Gator? You're a Gator guy, aren't you? What's your prediction of this weekend? I think, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think you're a Gator fan. Do you see Florida? You see Dan Mullen in Florida going into Orlando, going in there saying, hey, we're number 8. We're not afraid of Miami. We're better than those guys. Going in there and putting them away? Or do you think that it could be a good game? Closer than the experts think. Like I said, I already said before, Miami wins the game by 3. We'll see what Kenneth, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to release who I'm bringing on tomorrow. But we'll see what my guests have to say about the game tomorrow. I've already told him he should go ahead and do a live broadcast because he will be at the game. That's okay, Kenny. Because I'm going to be right there in Tallahassee on November 2nd. I've already got my tickets to the Florida State-Miami game. I'm in the house. I usually go to that one every year. This year, you boys have to come to Dope. No, I won't be in the Champions Club. I'm gonna be out there in the stands with the fans. You know, sometimes you gotta be out there and just enjoy the environment. They haven't announced the kickoff time for that one, but it is Saturday, November 2nd. Hopefully it's an 8 o'clock game, Kenny. You know, I don't like those 12, 3:30 kickoffs, too hot. You know, you tend to want to leave by halftime. 8 o'clock kickoff in that one depends on where we're ranked. Depends on if you guys are ranked. Right now, neither one of us is ranked, but, by November 2nd, a lot of things could change. Oh, okay, I got Brandon Farmer's prediction. Okay, this is what he says. He says the Gators by 17. Wow, okay, so he's got Florida by 17. All right. Okay, so he's saying that Miami might keep it close early, but Florida's going to go in there and just take control over the game. And he's just saying that Manny Diaz and the boys won't be able to come back. They won't be able to come back in that one. And he's saying it'll be a disappointment for the University of Miami. That's what Brandon Farmer is saying. I know I said Miami by 3, but yeah, we'll see, man. Like I said, I will be tuned in close like the rest of us Florida State fans. We finally get to watch you two go at it. I think it's great for the sport. I think it's great for the game. I think like I said, I'm glad that the two teams have decided to have a little mini series in the next couple of years. I still think that they need to do a little Florida playoff, throw UCF in there. For some reason, UCF always tends to back out when it comes to us. I mean, the only team they tend to play is USF. They do play USF every year. But, hey, like I said, throw UCF in there. We want to play them. It'd be interesting to see them play Florida. Miami-UCF matchup. Be interesting. But, yeah, so we'll definitely see what happens. But that game, once again, Saturday, 7 p.m. on ESPN. I know everybody will be watching. I will. Those of you going to the game, have a great time. Orlando, Florida, like I said, it's going to be split down the middle, man. It's going to be split down the middle. You're going to see a lot of orange and green. You're going to see a lot of orange and blue. You might see a couple of Florida State fans sparkled out and about. I got a couple of spies because I'm not sure if I'm going, but I got a couple of cats out there, a couple of scouts that I need to go, that's going to attend the game to scout both squads because, we got to get ready as well. Starting with Miami November 2nd. A few weeks after that, we got the Gators right around Thanksgiving. You know how we do. But thank you guys for tuning in to the Fresh Cut. Once again, be on the lookout in the next day or two. Like I said, I'm going to do a little special. It's just going to be a little interview with a couple of Florida, Miami fans, a couple of guys that I'm real close friends with. Like I said, it's going to be a great time. Can't wait to hear their opinions on the game because I got to hear it. I got to hear it from at least one of the two guys that I'm going to interview in the next couple of days leading up to that game. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in once again. This was week 139. Make sure you like the show. Hit that share button. Fresh Cut, K-Rich. Every week doing this. Thank you guys once again. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys next week. We'll see what happens. Once again, Miami 27, Florida 24. You heard it here first. Peace. Fresh Cut.